folks. So I don't know how Sweet Adjeley did it, but pardon the bumpy camera ride. But I've spent a pretty good solid amount of time washing these beans to get rid of this stuff. I've reached a point where I've just kind of decided, you know what, it's going to be fibre now. If I get a few extra out like beforehand, get the skins off. But this is not too bad, but I don't have the time. I don't know how she gets them. She gets them looking so perfect. Anyway, goals, things to work on. See, I'm just standing here talking, getting more of it off. Had a late night last night. Don't know why out of the blue, but trying to make steps to getting my ass to Ghana, and was putting up some videos and making some videos, making a thank you video, so you can see how those skins come off. But there's a lot of beans there. Anyway, I don't know that I'll use all of these. Some of it I might save for some red. I haven't had red in a good while, so pardon the kitchen sink. I've got my onion hiding over here. I've got my 5 dozen eggs. I've been shopping at Costco, so better not show you too much. I'm going to get on and make some Koose. So I think this is probably the biggest step, is getting all the skins off it. I soaked them last night. I want to get on with this. I bought some tilapia as well. I might fry some or put some in the freezer. I do have some pork chops that I'm going to cook tonight. Sometimes your imagination or what you think you can get done gets away with you. So I think I haven't marinated the pork chops, but I'm about to go into a 4-day weekend. So I'm going to make a pile of Koose and maybe see if I can freeze some of it. I don't know how that'll go. Let's see what happens. Just wanted to quickly show you some people get a haul of clothes that they bought online and show that off. I got a haul of Scotch Bonnet peppers, actually in Vancouver, and I asked, are they the proper shape, Scotch Bonnet peppers, or are they habaneros? Like, no, they're different, and they definitely are. A bit hard to see because I've just vacuum sealed these, but you can see that kind of it's a really different shape, and it has a really different smell to this pepper compared to the, on that one. This type of habanero, kind of West Indian red pepper, red West Indian pepper, I keep making that mistake. The Scotch Bonnet, typically from Jamaica. I don't know whether you can see, it's got like this, almost like a weird mushroom kind of, sort of five point at the top there. These have such a distinct flavour, and I'm still yet to find a definition or an explanation of that flavour. I managed to find a stash. My freezer keeps burning everything, so I vacuum sealed these to try and suck out the air and see if I can keep them longer. These are like magic babies. Time to drop this magic baby. I'm going to put a whole one in. I think I'm probably going to pay for it, but and even then my house of cocoa is pretty hot. It's the regular strength. Maybe it's the ginger, maybe it's the hot pepper in it. Maybe I should use half. Let's see. I'll see if I can cut out the seeds. That might tone down a bit, but it's going to give it some of that Jamaican real distinct flavour. So that one's going in there. I'm going to stick this one back in the freezer for another recipe. Looking forward to making some fish tea with this. I had some of that in Toronto, and it was actually a conch soup. Lots of allspice berries in there, okra, you name it. This was a delicious, what they would call a fish tea, but it was just amazing. And that's what I've been waiting to try and cook that for some time. So you can imagine the fish or the seafood. Maybe I'll put mussels or scallops in there. I've got some dried scallops, but we'll see what I can put in there. Some of these Scotch Bonnet without popping them, you just put them in there for the flavour. The Scotch Bonnet will blow up or release all this flavour and not so much of the heat. It'll just give you one amazing tasting. Until you drop one of these in a pot, put the lid on it, and then open up the pot again. Once that pepper is puffed up like a puffer fish, you won't know what I'm talking about. See if you can track yourself down some Scotch Bonnet peppers, the proper, like I said, different shape. It's got a pungency, it's got a flavour to it that is so distinct. A lot of the habaneros, especially in North America, they've just got heat. They don't have any flavour or fragrance or smell or scent to them. I can't wait for this Scotch Bonnet. And the fridge is leaning power of pizza. I've said that before too. Get this, we need some green onion. Helps to have some chopped up green onion, so whenever you need it you can throw some in. So let's get on with this. You know what, I have this Vitamix. I don't know what model it is, but tell you what, when you're trying to do something with a little bit of water, really doesn't want to work. Everything wants to just split around the blades, and then it just seems like maybe it's not working. So they're starting to get a bit frustrated. And I've learnt that, yeah, you put the green onion in at the end, not when you're blending it, because now it's giving my Koose mixture a bit of, giving it a green tinge. So now it's time to get on the oil. Managed to whisk it, and maybe I'm just too tired because I was up last night late, and this is usually when I start to say I shouldn't be cooking. But it sort of doesn't seem to be as good a mixture as Sweet Adjeley's. Doesn't seem to be enough. I don't have a cake mixer, so that's why I've got the whisk. I seem to have put some oil in, air into it, not oil. The oil is what's coming next. Try a few of these, get these going in the oil, and then I think I'll be done for the night. I wanted to get a lot more done, but I think last night really wiped me out a bit. Hopefully these puff up nicely. I'm really wondering if I've got the concentration wrong or the amounts wrong, but we'll see what happens. Well, that's the first one. Tested a little bit, maybe the oil wasn't hot enough for that, so let's give the next one a go. Let's see if we can put one of these full-size ones in. Got the air whisked up in that pretty good. Let's give this a try. Stuff at the bottom. We definitely need more salt. Not bad. Nowhere near as good as what I've had in garnet, but it is first go. They're actually pretty fine. I'm going to try and get them crispy like Sweet Adjeley. They're definitely. The hot pepper's not coming through either. These are cool. Coming up nicely. It's not a bad effort. Now you can't quite see it there that well, but they're probably due to come out. I'm going to whip them out. Clearly I didn't put enough salt in at the beginning, and I'll just apologise now. Sorry guys, my energy is a bit low, but I'm trying to keep it up there because these are actually looking alright. So just to fill you in, I've forgotten to add the onion at the end and some green onion to add in and a bit of extra texture. I'm going to start to just get the little last bits in. They're all looking pretty good over there. One thing that just occurred to me is a bit like spatzli, I think it is, an Italian pasta which goes into water, but I think I'm just going to flick off little finger-like versions of that. Anyway, sorry about this, got to put the fan on. pumped up really well. Hit that hot oil. Anyway, pretty good. I still got hope as a one-arm fryer. Anyway, I'll carry on with the rest of it. Alrighty, I did put a big dollop of sweetened condensed milk in there. This is, it is a little bit on the hot peppery side, and there's no real, that Scotch bonnet heat didn't come through in my Koose. So anyway, let's see if I can add this cocoa that I just made. I don't know if you can see that, some of that goodness, get that on there. It's just a perfect one person, one portion size. Alright, let's mix that sugar. Gotta sweeten that up. You saw how much sugar I put in there. Surely that's not good for us. Taking myself back to Akara in this bowl of cocoa. And we'll get these Koose and I'll show you how bread-like they are, just like Sweet Adjeley's. It's like a foolproof recipe. Actually worked out really well. Anyway, I might have already said it, but this box of cocoa had that it's regular, not hot on it. But whether it's the hot pepper in this or the ginger, something in it is smoky. Anyway, I remember when I posted my bag, maybe it was on Instagram or YouTube initially, my bag of cocoa went from down near West Hills Mall. Everybody's like, make sure you mix it. Now I understand why you mix. I'm probably going to spill it anyway. Why you mix it. But I swear that one had so much better flavour. It smells so good. But anyway, I'm not in Akara, I'm not in Ghana, so this is my next best thing that will be mixed. Let's get me to eat it. I'm meant to be doing other things for dinner, but anyway, we're doing this instead. There's the heat. Yum, there it is, just kicking in now. Anyway, the kitchen's like a bomb hit it. That's why I've got my face in the camera. Let's move some things around, play some juggling chess so I can have a presentable space, and then we'll get on with it. I went and bought bread today. I went to Costco. You'd think with Ukraine that with all the wheat running out, I thought I'd just stock up on bread. So I bought bread rolls, I bought croissants, I bought muffins, and then I think that'll be it. I didn't need that much. Anyway, let's get into it. Bye. I have one of my normal shirts on today, but I'm paying the price for playing up too late. I'm pretty happy with this these Koose from Sweet Adjeley. I wasn't expecting much. The hot pepper really hasn't, I should have just dropped the whole thing in there, blended it all up, probably would have been a whole lot better. It was so good. That's not the same, it's not what I had in Ghana, but here it is. What do we got? Nearly 8 o'clock. Where's my day gone? This is dinner. House of cocoa, out of a box, fresh made Koose. I wonder how these are gonna freeze. So if Rainbow or Big Mama or African Queen can, or even Gifty, can send me some advice. What's the best way once you've cooked your Koose? I guess it's probably to eat them fresh. They're a little bit oily, but I guess so are the ones in Ghana. I'm chasing that elusive. And this cocoa I've had like twice now. It looked like it was a lot of condensed milk, but it's actually pretty good. It's tamed it down. I can put less in. Drop that in there. So this is my dinner. I've got all my little bits, a little bit burnt. After a while I started to cook pretty quick. But I've tried taking some photos, but the way this bean mix, I don't know whether you can see it very well, but it is pretty damn good. For my first attempt, I'm actually patting myself on the back. You know, they got good shape. It was a bit sloppy just dumping it in the pan. I think I'll improve them for next time. We got some sort of stray bits, some Finding Nemo. I know I shouldn't be playing with my food, but and this is, in some ways, maybe it's a little bit of disrespect. So I mean no disrespect whatsoever. I'm more laughing at my ability to cook. Anyway, Nemo just lost his tail. Maybe after this I'll finish this and then we'll do some talking. Alrighty, ciao. Time to eat. You're invited. You're always invited. Come and have some of my yummy Koose and cocoa. Ah yeah. Ghana gave me a lot, an absolute lot. Strangely, I don't know how, but I'm madly working on how to get back as soon as possible. Especially with more uncertainty into the world now. Yeah, I'll just lean you there. With more uncertainty, I want to get back there as soon as I can and stay for a little while. So, you know anyone who's needing a pharmacist to do some work? Let me know. I don't know what it's like to get licensed in in Ghana, but it was one hell of a process in Canada from Australia. I'll finish eating and talk soon.